Hi guys, so today we are here to understand the working of a clamp meter. So if you have ever been to ELL lab, you must have certainly used this device. It is very easy to use. You have to just insert the wire between its jaws and here it gives the current flowing through this wire. The clamp meter I have here is an AC clamp meter. That is, it measures AC currents only. So DC clamp meters are also very common, but we do not have it here right now. So in the jaws here, there is a toroidal coil. You can also see here there is something coil and all that. Behind this there is a circuit board on which we can do all the computation and all that. So we will have to open this up and see, but for now we are not going to do that, and here is a circuit board. So now let's see how this actually works.
The inside of the plastic is similar to this toroidal ferrite core. It has 10 turns on one side and 2 turns on the other side. Number of turns on any side is only the number of turns that go inside the core. From a basic study of transformers, it is clear that if 1 volt of voltage is applied on one side, then 1/5 will be induced on the other side. Similarly, if 1 ampere of current flows through one side, 1/5 ampere will be induced on the other side. Now if we unwind the coil and make it 1 turn, it looks like this. If we further open this turn and make it like this, it is equivalent to 1 turn as the wire still goes inside the core. This single turn can be treated as the wire through which the current is to be measured.
Okay, so we will now consider in detail the working of an AC clamp meter. Here we have an AC clamp meter. The inside of an AC clamp meter is represented by a secondary coil or a toroidal coil which has 10 turns and a coil resistance RW. A shunt resistance RS is connected in series resistance. Across this resistance, a voltmeter is connected which measures the potential drop across this resistance. The wire through which the current is to be measured is represented here. Thus, this arrangement acts as a transformer. By the principle of electromagnetic induction, a current will be used in this coil. If a current flows through this wire, we have taken the value of RS much smaller than the value of RW. By this, it doesn't affect the circuit much. So now the voltmeter will measure the voltage across this shunt resistance RS. From this we can get this I. From this I we can, by further computation and all that, we can get the current in this wire. So this is how an AC clamp meter measures the current in this wire.
Now we will see how a DC clamp meter works. Here the current supply is constant. You should remember that transformer works only for an AC input. If there is no AC input, there will be no change in magnetic field and hence no induced EMF or current. So for measuring DC current supply, we will make use of Hall effect.
If we take a thin conducting plate and if we set a current to flow through it, then charge carriers would flow from one side of the plate to the other side of the plate. Bringing some magnetic field near the plate would disturb the motion of those charge carriers due to application of Lorentz force. Electrons would get deflected to one side and holes to the other side, thus bringing in a considerable voltage difference. This effect of getting some measurable voltage is called Hall effect, and the voltage thus obtained is called Hall voltage. Now let's see how Hall effect is used in the working of DC clamp meters. The wire through which the current is to be measured creates a constant magnetic field around the conductor in the clamp meter. When current is passed through this conductor, a device called Hall effect sensor measures the voltage across the conductor. An op-amp amplifies this input voltage and gives an output voltage, which further on computation gives the corresponding magnetic field and finally the current.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was presented to you by Aditya Singla, Awaljot Singh and Akshay Patel.